Hey, beautiful people, this is Aman, and yes, I came. I have a lot of things to talk about, so we will go slow morning. Don't worry about that. It will not go long in one video. I will break down my videos into multiple things to share about different insights and knowledge on HR thing. And yes, I'm in an HR profession and I'm working as an HR since 6+ year. I'd love to talk about these topics and to share the insights and to share my knowledge with everybody. And I cannot be that, I cannot be that professional teacher or mentor or guider. I'm a friend, I'm an HR buddy, so I can share the details in my own way, the way I am. Okay, so I can be a cool buddy to you? Please get it right. Your HR can be a cool buddy. So don't expect always the professionalism. Always kind of, okay, yes, tell me what can I do for you. That sort of a tone not always be there. So be a cool HR. If you are expecting you to be an HR, be a cool HR, cool buddy. Yes, follow the principles, follow the expectations set by the company, but don't be so uh, rigid and rule by the principles. Be flexible. This is what HR for. Understand the real pain. Do not go with the overview of anything you are getting. There are multiple reports you will be getting. You are supposed to do a lot of work. Depends on the position you are going to. If you are going to become an recruiter, usually outside India, recruiters are earning a lot of money. In India, it is very typical to getting only 10-15 thousand. So yes, if you are a recruiter, you have a lot of responsibility calling to the applicant daily number of 50-60 calls a day. You have to make a record of each and everything. You have to make a record of all the data you are calling to. You're supposed to mention about different interview processes, who has moved to what stage. You're also supposed to follow ups with your applicant, with your interviewers, with the company you are hiring for. Depends on if it is a product based company, you will be hiring for your own company. If it is a service based company, it will be different clients you will be hiring for. So that recruiter, that position is called to be a talent acquisition, which means which has a complete recruitment life cycle, which includes from sourcing, shortlisting, screening, taking further follow up for the interviews, then making that person to join. So it is kind of targeted or sales kind of profile where you have to achieve certain targets in a month to save your job. And also, if you are going above and beyond from your targets, you will be receiving a huge incentives. It's a very good opportunity for you. Keep learning. Things have been changed a lot since I have been in this market for long, so I can say from my overall experience, the time when I started this in these industries, and now it is completely changed, especially after COVID. We are more towards AI thing. We are more. This is like AI era, so you have to learn how to use these different tools, um, and the super beneficial tool is ChatGPT. I personally love it. Start reading, start knowing about different tools, start having that learning mode in you so that you can be adaptable as per the time in progress. It's very important, super important to you. Then we move to other profiles in HR. There are not a single position which you can say is sufficient for HR. HR is like a broader concept. It's a human resource planning thing that you are taking care of all the management. There's Yes, I agree that in Indian market, in Indian industry, the HRs are not getting that salary because the belief in there is HR is doing the operational task, but not exactly. HR is doing the strategical task. So I can say I believe that I am in strategic HR, which I'm not doing operational. Yes, this is a requirement of daily thing, but you have to be adaptable. You have to make yourself learning all the time so that you plan, you strategize, you evaluate, and then you implement with the gaps you are finding too. That's the responsibility and beauty of this profile. So yes, it is a problem that some of the Indian market, some of the companies are not paying that much to HR, but HR is also very uh, respected and good profile to join if you love to have interaction with different with people. This is a people management profile. Apart from salary thing, HR, which is human resource management, it is a profile which is not limited to onboarding and offboarding, that is called to be hiring and firing. That's super misconception in everybody's mind in Indian market. This is not an hiring and firing. I will share one moment. Not one. I have been into multiple instances like this. That usually people share me CVs. Please do something for this person. Please make that person be hired in any company. I cannot do that. To be honest, I cannot do that. If any position comes in the market, I can refer to him. Yes, I have uh, a good networking in the market. I can refer to that person, but I cannot make that person hired in that company or any company. It's a particular person's um, thing. That person has to prepare for the interview. He has to have that sort of qualification in them. He has to be in that company. Yes, reference also works. Not every time. It works for 1%. 99.9% is like, or 99% time is also depending on your interview. Even if you have been received any reference but you're not enough to crack that interview, you will get rejected. So please be mind that sharing me or sharing any HR, the CVs will not give you 100% surety of that person to be getting hired in any company. That person has to work hard for it, by hook or by crook. If not one way, share your CVs with multiple people. Yes, that is one way. Have your networking. Get the references in the companies. Get connected with managers, with leaders. That's one way. So yes, that's very biggest misconception in the market, that if you will share your CV with friends or family members, usually do that. Okay, she is an HR, she can make me hire. That's not. That's the reality. I'm just telling. That's not possible. That you will get hired because of my reference or because of anybody's reference, until and unless you have that capability. Yes, I can refer, I can, or HR can share your profiles in any company, but depends on if that company is having that particular opportunity or not. And this market is very hard for freshers, very very hard. So be mindful, be hooked by hook or crook. I will make a separate video that what freshers can do to get hired in companies, what different sort of a thing they can do. There will be a separate video coming up. Then the other part of profile HR, other part of a section HR manages is of course the onboarding and offboarding. So this is like entire life cycle. If an employee joins in the company, it is an HR responsibility to make sure that orientation, their HRMS thing, their professional communication tools, everything is being accessed by the person on the very first day. The documentation is done. Lunch, try to have lunch with your person the very first day. So this is like a complete thing. Again, there will be a separate video I will keep making in each and every topic individually, but for now it is a kind of an introduction. Yeah, there's a lot of thing in onboarding you are supposed to do than being mentioned in the document. There are people think you have to make sure the person joins in and being comfortable. Then we move to other, that after the onboarding there's a lot more. From the second day onward, he has to perform well in his KRA. They in the expectation being set, You have to give that, you have to create that sort of environment where the person gets comfortable, gets uh, the culture where he will be freely asking questions, getting guidance. You'll be setting a mentor for him or her, to the new hire, a lot of a thing for onboarding, and then it goes till the 90 or 60, whatever the probation period, it gets completed. Then your responsibility is to generate the appointment letter. Again, there's a difference between offer letter and appointment letter. So appointment letter will be generated after the probation gets completed. Then other stuff, the PMS cycle, like performance management system. Then it comes to talent management. Then it comes to time management thing, that is always been a part of HR profile, that you have to monitor each and every department, how well they are doing, how good they are performing, how much time they are taking for each project or each assignment. That's every which different tools they are using. You have to have the record on these things. Then comes with talent management. As I said, you have to monitor what skill gap is there in them. Accordingly, you have to plan for L&D thing, learning and development sessions in the company. You have to be ready for that. So don't look at this profile as an only hiring and firing. This is a very responsible profile. You have to do everything. You have to make sure that you learn as per the time being. There's a lot to learn. You will not be able to make yourself 100% complete. Always you feel like you are less in the knowledge, because you have to keep learning. You have to learn the technical stuff. You have to learn. If you are an HR, don't think like you don't have to learn the codings. If you do not know that, you feel like you are lagging in some part. Yes, I was, and I am on the same page when I feel like I'm lagging on it. I am not having that knowledge, so it means that that particular stuff I'm being out of, and I have to be in that. I have to feel myself inclusive in that sort of ideas and knowledge. Not much, but just little bit, to get the idea, to understand what the other person is saying to you. Then employee engagement thing, you have to plan that how apart from their KRA, they take out some time to involve, get a chit chat with other members in the company. They get a time to enjoy something, to have some fun in the company, to get closer to their founders or leaders or their buddies, or different cross departmental thing. They make themselves available, approachable for others through that session. So every month try to have one employee engagement program. That's very important. It could be anything, depends on. It's also a separate profile. If you go in MNC, there's separate HR who is taking care of entire employee engagement thing. It is. So yes, that's one part. The lot of part is there in the that thing. That there's one part is analytics, where you have to make sure that all sort of data which you have with you, to make sure you are having the right decision, or your management is having a right decision and having the idea on every aspects of life cycle in the company. So that's one part. Like HR budgeting, there's an audit thing, that every month you have to plan something on as a particular duration. You have to set that, you have to monitor all the data which you have. Accordingly you can decide something. If there's some gaps you can find, you can rectify accordingly. So there's a lot. So don't think this profile is only hiring and firing. If you want to be an HR, be ready to learn a lot of things. I will come up with few videos. So I'm not planning, I'm not doing such planning recording stuff. Whenever I'll get time, I'll pick up my mobile like this and start recording. So nothing is as such planned. I will come up with all sort of videos to share whatever knowledge I have with others, so I can help in any way possible for the freshers who wanted to make their career into HR being. Any questions, anything in your mind, always I am available to answer. You can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm your HR buddy. You can type anything, HR buddy or strategic HR, Ammon. HRM and anything you can type on LinkedIn. You can find my profile. I would love to answer your queries. You can DM me. I used to post every day, having some of the insightful topics. So it's a good opportunity for you also to uh, being a relationship, being a true potential friendship with me. I'm available to have to guide you and give you the right answers as what you're looking for. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my videos. Do like and share my videos if you liked it, and subscribe my channel. Keep share with someone who is actually looking for this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.